We want the freedom to be ourselves. We want the freedom to choose what we are and are not going to do. And that's a good thing, because freedom is a spiritual quality. It's a spiritual gift. It's a spiritual right. And it's a spiritual responsibility. We are created free. That's the truth about us, is that God created every single human being to be free, and we are interested and we want to exercise that. And you can think a lot. In a way, you can look at your life and you can see in some ways, and one way to frame it is that a lot of your life is about seeking freedom, isn't it? A lot about what we do, what we think, how we act, where we go, what we're working on within ourselves and all that. So a lot of it's about, how can I be free? How can I exercise my freedom? And again, that's a really good thing. And at some point in our lives, we will come to the very interesting awareness, the very interesting awakening that which binds us isn't really what's going on outside of us, is it? It really isn't. Where is it? It's inside of us. It's our own thoughts, it's our own attitudes, and the actions that spring from them. That is what binds us. And if you don't believe that, go read about Nelson Mandela. It's not that that we don't get imprisoned on the outside in many different forms. Obviously, he got literally imprisoned. So it's not like, well, is it inside me or outside of me? Because it's both, but where we create the outside prisons from are from within. How do we create these oppressive situations in our own lives, or in our own families, or in our own communities? We create them because of the ideas that we hold in mind. And so that's good news. Because the good news is, if we start to know more and more fully that we as human beings are indeed creating that which imprisons us, that we're creating that which binds us, then we know what the answer to that is, right? What is it? We can let it go, can't we? We can learn to do something else. What'd you say, Eric? Unthink it. That's right. We can unthink it. We can unthink it. And it's not an easy task. Again, you can ask Mandela about that one too, right? He was literally imprisoned, but because he persisted in his own thinking, in his own work with himself, in his own attitudes, that he persisted in freeing his own consciousness. And certainly there were many, 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 many people involved with that. It wasn't just him, and that's another lesson about this. None of us gets free alone. It's a group thing. I alone can do it, but I cannot do it alone.